This short video will demonstrate how to use the new Nationwide House Energy Rating Scheme, or NatHERS, Whole of Home Benchmark tool. Please note that this demonstration uses the beta or test version of the tool. The beta version does not produce a Whole of Home rating or a NatHERS certificate. These and other improvements to the tool are currently being developed. The Whole of Home Benchmark tool has been designed to assess and rate the energy performance of the whole home by including an assessment of the home's fixed appliances. The addition of a Whole of Home assessment adds very little time and effort to a NatHERS thermal assessment. For the purposes of this demonstration, a 7-star NatHERS thermal assessment has been preloaded into the tool. Right, let's get started with the demonstration. For this demonstration, we will be focusing on the Whole of Home tabs. These include lighting, hot water, cooling, heating, swimming pool, solar PV, and the summary tab. The Whole of Home assessment also uses information from the project tab. The constructions, zones, shading elements, and ventilation tabs all relate to the thermal performance assessment. We will start at the lighting tab. Here we have a list of lighting zones and some information about them. The information includes zone type, height, and area, and how much lighting energy is required for each zone. The tool uses a standard assumption to estimate the home's annual lighting energy. Therefore, the assessor is not required to input any data into the lighting tab. The annual lighting energy use for the home is shown at the top of the screen. We will now move on to the hot water tab. Hot water is the first of the interactive tabs in the Whole of Home tool. The assessor is asked to select the hot water type and enter its efficiency. A range of water heater types are available in the Whole of Home tool, and more are being developed. You can see the current list of water heater types in the drop-down menu. For gas appliances, the assessor can select different energy efficiency star ratings. For all other systems, only technology type is available. This is because not all hot water systems have an energy efficient rating. Work is underway to include a range of energy efficiencies for all hot water types. For this demonstration, we will select a gas storage 5-star system. The selected hot water type will be displayed here. The assessor can delete the selection by clicking the delete button and add a new system by checking the new button. Once a hot water heater type has been selected, the tool calculates the annual hot water energy use for the home. This is shown at the top of the screen. Let's move to the cooling tab. The cooling tab uses the energy load from the thermal assessment as the basis for calculating the annual cooling energy use. The assessor selects the cooling appliances and assigns which rooms the appliances will service. In this demonstration, we will select a ducted heat pump air conditioner and assign it to all rooms in the home. We do this by first selecting the appliance type from the list of available cooling appliances. Next, we assign the rooms the appliances will service. The assessor can also change the energy efficiency of the chosen system. In future versions of the tool, assessors will be able to enter the energy efficiency star rating of the system. This will make assessments easier and simpler for assessors. The annual cooling energy use for the home will be shown at the top of the screen once a simulation has been run. We will do this at the end. Let's move to the heating tab. Similar to cooling, the heating tab uses the energy load from the thermal assessment as the basis for calculating the annual heating energy use. The first step is to select the heating appliance type from the list of available space heaters. This includes gas, wood, and electric options. For this demonstration, we will select a heat pump air conditioner, non-ducted, and a gas space heater. The next step is to assign which rooms the heaters will service. For the heat pump air conditioners, we will assign one to each of the home's bedrooms. The gas space heater will be assigned to the main living space. Similar to the cooling tab, the assessor can now use the new COP field to change the energy efficiency of the heating appliances. Once the systems and efficiencies have been selected, the data entry is complete. The annual energy use for the home will be shown at the top of the screen once a simulation has been run. Let's move to the swimming pool tab. The swimming pool tab models the energy required to operate the pool pump and the pool pump cleaning system. In the future, pool heating may also be added to the swimming pool tab. The first step in the swimming pool tab is to determine the size of the pool. This is done by entering the volume of the pool using the volume input option. If the volume is not known, the assessor can enter the area of the pool using the area input option. If the area option is used, the software will use the standard assumption to estimate the volume of the pool. The next step is to select the pump type from the drop-down menu. Currently, only a single speed option is available. Work is underway to include other options for pump type in the tool. These will be developed based on the new energy rating label for pool pumps. Next, we choose the type of cleaning system the pool has. This can be either a pressure cleaner with main filtration pump, a pressure cleaner with booster pump, or a robotic system. For this demonstration, we have selected a pressure cleaner with main filtration pump. This completes the data entry for the swimming pool module. The annual pool pump and pool cleaning system energy use for the home is shown at the top of the screen. Let's move on to the Solar PV tab. The Solar PV tab uses the home's location data and the corresponding climate file to calculate the on-site renewable energy generation. Assessors are required to enter the slope or gradient of the panels using the PV collector slope field, the capacity of the system using the PV size field, and the direction the system faces using the PV collector surface azimuth angle field. Please note that the tool currently designates south as 0 degrees and north as 180 degrees. In a future version, this will be updated to reflect the southern hemisphere. The PV derating factor and diffuse reflectance fields are populated based on default values. The assessor is also required to enter the time zone of the location where the home is situated. In future editions of the tool, the time zone will automatically be derived from the home's location information. Data entry for the Solar PV tab is now complete. The annual electricity generation for the home will be shown at the top of the screen once a simulation has been run. Additional information about the home's electricity imports and exports will also be available on the Summary tab. Right, we have finished creating the appliance set for the home. We can now run the simulation. Once this is complete, the Summary tab will be updated with all annual energy values. Let's go to the Summary tab to view the results. As you can see, The Summary tab shows the annual energy use of each of the appliances by fuel type. It also shows the solar PV generation, electricity imports, and electricity exports shown here. Assessors can see what appliances are having the largest impact on energy use in the design. They can also see how much energy the solar PV is generating and how much this is offsetting the home's total electricity use. In future, the summary page will also display the NatHERS Whole of Home Performance Rating. The rating will be displayed as a number out of 100. So there you have it, the new NatHERS Whole of Home benchmark tool to assess and rate the energy performance of Australian homes. We hope you have enjoyed this demonstration. For further information on the development of NatHERS Whole of Home, please visit the NatHERS website www.nathers.gov.au.